Hey athletes, it's time to talk about a beginner TRX workout plan, workout program. This is a workout that you can do on your weeks off. Maybe you're new to the gym, maybe you're new to the TRX straps, and you just want a general total body workout. This workout is great for that. You can do it twice a week. It's a total body experience. And again, I do this on my weeks where I just want to get my joints back up to par. Maybe they're hurting, maybe I'm hurting, maybe I need a week off, or maybe I'm on the go. So let's talk about this TRX system. So each chunk of this workout, each circuit, we're going to be featuring two exercises that you'll just alternate between the two. For our first two chunks, our first two circuits, we will be doing the exercise for 20 seconds, as many quality repetitions as we can, and then we'll have a 30-second transitional period as we're, again, transitioning back and forth between those exercises. So let's look at those exercises. So at first, we've got push-ups. These push-ups, we always want to make sure quality over quantity, right? Now, let's see what these push-ups look like. Just like in other videos, we want to make sure we're falling past our hands. We push up and away. You can see that I have a really nice neutral spine here, right? It's not a big dumping arch. My butt's engaged. Again, my shoulders are slightly in front of my hands. Again, we just want to make sure that it's your pec, your chest that's doing this job. So again, you'll do as many as you can in 20 seconds. If it's too easy, and this goes for any of these exercises, the lower you are, so you saw I just adjusted, the lower you are, the harder you're making the exercise. Okay, that goes for all of them. Now, you're going to be alternating back and forth between push-ups and squats. So if you don't need to use the straps to help you, that's fine. You can even add some weight. Again, this is also an intermediate program. If you can do bodyweight squats, and if you're a little weary of push-ups or bodyweight squats, we have videos analyzing these exercises, trying to teach you how to do them better. Go check those out. But again, if you need a little help, maybe you have a bunch of weight to lose and balance is tough for you, grab these straps. These can be beautiful. They can help you a lot. And again, you can always add weight as you get better because we're going for a certain time, not a certain amount of repetitions. Now, after you've gone back and forth between those exercises for 4 rounds, you can rest a minute or so before we move on to our pull-ups and our lunges. So let's look at those. Our pull-ups, we go right directly under, and you can see as I pulled myself up, these lat muscles are doing the work, right? I'm keeping a crease in my hip, in my hip and my knees. That way I'm not using my legs, because again, we want this to be a back exercise. Now, if you need to use your legs, certainly do so. You can use your legs as much as you have to get through the 20 seconds, but just so long as we have good quality movement, that's what we're looking for. So again, a back exercise, my arms aren't really doing this work. We are saving our arms for later. Again, I'm trying to use my legs as little as possible. I'm getting as low as possible. Now, if you are more of an intermediate athlete, and again, you're looking for just a good workout, I'm doing it with one arm. But again, same deal here as with one arm or with two. We want to make sure that your quality is there. You're not using your legs, or you're using them as little as possible. You're using your back, your pulling muscles as much as possible. So let's see it. Same motions, right? Straight up, straight down. That's great. Now let's talk about the lunge. Again, with these lunges, we have videos of these. Even with your pull-ups, we've done bodyweight row videos, and you can easily swap out for a bodyweight row. Again, there are going to be a lot more TRX videos. There's going to be a lot more workout videos ahead from now. So just keep your eyes peeled for those. We'll give you a bunch of variety with those. So let's talk lunges. Now, same deal with lunges. We always want to make sure that we're straight up and down. We're getting as low as we can. And with these lunges, if you don't need the straps, don't use them. Okay, you don't have to. But with your bodyweight squats, with your lunges, you can add weight as you get more comfortable. You can even add more time. We only have you doing it for 20 seconds. You could always go 30 or more. But just make sure quality is there. My knee is slightly going forward, right? I'm balancing on the center of my foot. My quadricep is doing the work. And again, I'm trying to use my arms as little as possible if you have to use them at all. Going straight down, straight up. Again, if I need help, I'll use my arms. So with all of our leg videos, And again, go check those out. We talk about pushing through the center of your foot, using your quadriceps, because again, this is a leg push motion. Now we're going to go to our next circuit, which we're only going to be going back and forth 3 times. This first one is a leg pull exercise, okay? The first one is, as it's written, it's bridge. And again, we're going to be doing these for about 30 seconds this time. And if you're more advanced, you're going to do leg curls. So let's see what those look like. Now, as we talked about, so with bridge, we push down through the straps, we lift our hips up and contract our glutes. If it's easy, shimmy forward like you see me doing here. This will allow you to get a little more glute activation. Now, if you're intermediate, you keep your hips extended. Once you get really good at bridge, it'll be really easy. And then we do a leg pull, a leg curl. This is great for your hamstrings. It's a great way to, again, use your legs in a pulling fashion. We do a lot of leg pushes, so it's always good to get some leg pulls in there, okay? After we have done 30 seconds of our bridge or leg curls, depending upon what you're doing, we move into something called the flutter. So with these flutters, just like we talked about with the push-ups, if it's really easy, you can always walk yourself back and get lower and closer to the ground, but we're going to alternate between hands. Now, when we're doing this, we always make sure when we're in plank that spine is neutral, right? That at least one of our hands is pretty much under our shoulder. That way our core turns on, right? Right below our belly button is where we want to feel this. Again, you'll alternate. Now, if you're really good at it, you can always do 2 hands. It's called a rollout. And you see here, I'm using 2 hands, I'm going out, but again, I've got good spine control. I'm always returning so that my arms are right under my shoulders. That way it's just my core doing the work, the front of my core, not the back of my core. And again, returning to your shoulders. So, after you've gone through those 3 circuits, it's time to pump the guns. We're going to go back and forth between bicep curls and tricep extensions. Now with these, we have a set number of repetitions we need to do. We're doing 10s of each, and we start with bicep curls. Now, as you can see, when I'm doing a bicep curl, my elbows are staying really still. They're not dropping, because if they dropped, it would be a row, right? I'm trying to use my legs as little as possible. And again, I want this sucker, my bicep, to do all of the work. Again, we're doing 10 reps. Now, you'll see in a moment, if it is too hard, you can always stand back up a little bit. So watch this. Nice elbow control. I stand up, but again, I'm still controlling my elbows. I'm pulling my hands up toward my ears. Now we're going to do the same thing in reverse. It's all about elbow isolation. We're going to the back of our arms. Our tricep extension. So you see my elbows stay in the same spot. And again, I'm in a plank motion. So my back is nice and neutral. My glutes are engaged. My core turns on. And again, I'm isolating at the elbow so that right here my tricep is getting the work in. Let's see it one more time. Nice neutral spine, and I push away. So again, this is a beginner's guide. You can make it a little bit more advanced by doing some of the modifiers. And as you get better, again, you can up the ante on how long you go, how short you go. Make this challenging for yourselves. And again, you can do this up to twice a week, maybe on a Monday and then on a Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There are plenty more videos to come.